It's time for the MCTS Experience mini episode.
Yes. Nash, Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Happy New Year, Orf.
Welcome to all of you to this mini episode of the MCTS Experience. We wanted to get something out there on the air to welcome everybody back to school, students, staff, faculty, teachers, everybody.
Parents.
Welcome back. Parents, welcome back. We love you.
It's your time to shine, parents.
Come join us here. Come down anytime and say hello. Have a little cafeteria food.
Oh, my gosh. The restaurant, the chef's going to open up the restaurants on campus.
Yes. Oh, that's another great thing we should talk about.
It's just a cornucopia of incredible ideas, opportunities, and things we want to let people know about.
Yes, that's it. So there's some admissions updates coming at you, events, things of that nature. Just since you brought up the restaurant, I will mention that opens on the 15th. Okay, here at the SIPEC Center, and it'll be open for 2 weeks. You go to our website. There's a link to make a reservation. Make a reservation. Come down. The students run the restaurant. They seat you. They greet you. They are hostessing and hosting. They're waitering the tables, and they cook all the food in the back. And it's a real restaurant, and the food is knockout delicious. So check that out at Cafe 129, which is also our address, 129 Bull Run Road. That's all on the website. Number two, a little shameless self-promotion for you and I, partner.
Absolutely.
Talk about this show tonight.
All right, so there's a radio show based out of Robbinsville, Hamilton Township, has 35,000 listeners all over the world. Tonight, Mick Orf and I are going to be guests on Angels Out Radio, or Age Out Angels Radio, is the name of it.
Age Out Angels.
Correct. It's kind of a tongue twister.
Okay.
It's on Facebook Live. You Google Age Out Angels Radio.
Yeah.
There's people that listen all over the world, and the fact that it's broadcasted from Robbinsville, right by Papa's Tomato Pies, is, well, that might be a problem.
Guess where we're going after the show, buddy.
That might be a problem, Orphy. So the reality is we're going to be having guests on the show tonight at 6:00. We invite everybody to listen. We're going to push this up real quick, and it'll be future logged. You can download it, even if you can't listen tonight. The night that we're going to be doing,
you can hear it another time.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So we're going to be talking all about the new and happening things. In addition to what you're going to hear, we're going to have a couple little special trinkets and nuggets of information that we're going to give there, and we're super excited for the opportunity.
I love it. Another teaming up of the Orf Nash combo will be at Heightstown High School this coming Wednesday night on the 15th. I've actually got some students coming down with me, too. Some students, a couple of them are Heightstown students, another one from Nottingham coming to help me speak. We've got one room for Spanish-speaking parents and students and another room for English-speaking parents and students. We want everybody to come down if you have any questions about any of our programs, but it's Nash talking about career pathways, right?
Yeah, it's unpacking the concept of once the show is over at the end of the senior in high school, a lot of people automatically assume it's 2-year, 4-year school, and it's a one-dimensional direction that you have to go into. And what we're hearing right now from the industry and from all different types of career possibilities there's, in fact, 4 pathways, borderline 5, but that's a tricky one. So you got to come to the talk. I've been at I'm going to be at Heightstown. We've been to Lawrence. I spoke to all the Lawrence 10th graders. Everything's phenomenal. We're just excited to transmit the message. We put the mirror back on ourselves, everybody. In other words, we can put as much information out there, but if we can't put ourselves out there, meaning MCTS, then that's the way we wanted to be proactive and not reactive. So we're going out into the community. We're seizing every opportunity. If you want us to come to your son or daughter's middle school, high school, parents' night, I mean, you name it, we're available. And it used to be that we would expect people to come to us, and we still want that. If you want to come visit, there's a whole process. It's not hard. It's not convoluted. But getting the message of these career opportunities is something this generation desperately needs. And we hear parents all the time. Mick, if you had $1 for every parent that walked up to you and said, "Oh my gosh, I would have known about this opportunity. My son's a senior. Oh my gosh, I would have known."
I would be a rich man. I wouldn't have to work. I would still work because I love it here, but I wouldn't have to because I'd have so many dollars.
Exactly.
Parents constantly. Kids too. Sometimes kids are like, I wish I had applied earlier, which is actually a very nice segue into what we want to talk. Our main thrust is the time is now. If you have not applied yet, get on there because we are filling up fast. We're filling up fast, and spots in all of our programs are going like hotcakes. Several programs are full. You got to get out there. You got to apply. You got to talk to the guidance counselor.
I mean, here's how simple it is, everybody. If your son or daughter thinks they're interested in setting their schedule up, might be an academy or a share time program or a career prep. See, those are the three. That's where you start down the what's the road in Wizard of Oz called?
The Yellow Brick Road.
You go down the Yellow Brick Road. Can you believe I forgot that? That just shows you I'm so excited. So the Yellow Brick Road all has these different options on it. Career Pathways is for when you're a senior and you can go to the community college. Share Time is junior and senior year electives. And then academies are 4-year schools. And it's important that parents know the difference between these things because you hear about these programs, career preparatory, that we're like, what is that? And so the reality is we're going to debunk and allow you to drink all this in. You can go to our website. You can apply right now. Most importantly, your son or daughter wants to come visit because here's what's going to happen. Your son and daughter is going to ask the kid to come down to the guidance office. They're honestly concerned that they're not in love with what they're learning in all facets of their school, and they could very much be interested and passionate about something that we offer here. But they kind of listened with half of an ear, and they really didn't absorb it. So if you're within the sound of this voice or my voice or Mick's voice, and you're like, gee, I think I wanted to learn more. First and foremost, you want to go to the school's website and look up the programs we offer. And then second thing you want to do is go to our this website and apply, and then have your son or daughter visit.
Yeah.
Whether they come to the school or not, it's still a win. They get to see
At least
school.
they've checked it out. At least they've said, at least then it's an informed decision instead of just blanket, I'm not interested, I guess.
All right, and here's what, Mick, tell me, I'm going to run through a scenario, and I mean this. We never rehearsed this. We didn't do this. How many times do kids just sit in a high school? Like, if I had to take a cross-section of a class of, let's say, 450 kids.
Yeah.
There's percentages of super academically gifted kids that are driven.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's guys and girls that have an entrepreneur gene. Then there's guys and girls that are gifted with their mind and their hands, connecting the two together to do great things.
Sure.
See, the word smart to me is antiquated.
It's a pointless word.
It is a pointless word because people are smart in all facets, whether it's performing arts, entrepreneurship, kinetic gifts with the mind and the hands, or just using pure academia. All are valid and real. But the problem is when you talk to parents, they're one-dimensional. They think, well, my kid's got a 1,300 on the SAT. 1,300 on the SAT is great, but it does not designate the career path of an individual.
No, it doesn't. Work does. We teach students how to work. And also, whatever you end up doing, whether it's coming here, whether it's going to college, which, once again, you can do both.
Absolutely.
Or military, any of these things, none of these things, these career pathways, have a magic wand. You don't just get to sign up, get accepted into something,
and then it's all done.
And then you're finished. And then you slide down the slide and it's over.
Yay, look at me.
There's a big pile of money and happiness at the bottom of that slide.
Well, you got a hot tub full of money at your house. I've been there. You turn it on every night, jump in.
I do. It bubbles up, The money's a little bit dirty, so I actually shower off afterwards.
That's fine. That's fine. Look, here's the reality.
You got to put in the work. That's our point.
Yeah, and what defines what we're connecting with guys and girls when we're talking about this cross-section with these different facets of intelligence is what I like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
The reality is there's probably hovering between 40 and 60% of a graduating class that never even feels the love and the passion that they could find with specific program offerings here. That's right. And the difference between what we were in 1970, 1980, 1990, and even 10 years ago is massively different to where we're at. Are we all brand new? No. Listen, I'm not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. We're still core in terms of the elements that we offer.
Absolutely.
But guys and girls come alive. When you look at what standardized testing has done to a high school student, it's lobotomized them, literally. So when we see people come here, I see it all the time. I meet all the kids, you do too, when they come in for a tour. I shake everybody's hand. I say, welcome. What are you touring for? And I say, hey, listen, I hope it works out for you. If you come to the school, awesome. If you don't, thanks for coming today and visiting. It's okay.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to take 300 students from each graduating class. That's not what this is about.
Nope.
But what's the numbers? 4-6% of a graduating class is coming here. I mean, come on.
There's got to be more than that.
Absolutely.
More than that would fall in love with
graphic arts, architectural engineering and design, Mr. Gagner's collision class. That doesn't mean that you're going to work in a collision shop, although many do and they love it.
Yeah.
But here's what we know. Would you rather tie the albatross around your neck of a $200,000 debt path in student loans for some miserable career existence that you're dreading what that is? And we don't want that for anybody.
No.
So
I wouldn't even want it for an enemy. So take advantage of these things. February is the time when your counselor is making those schedules for most of our Mercer County high schools. So you want to get in here and get that application out before that time. You don't want to be calling me in June or have your counselor texting me over the summer saying, please, can you find a little spot for Jimmy because he was sleeping at the wheel over the winter.
There's a saying, early bird gets the worm, Morph.
There's a reason because it's true.
There we go.
Couple more announcements. CTE Luncheon coming up February 20th. All right. Counselors from all over the county are coming. Not just counselors, child study team people. Bring a teacher. You got a teacher from your school who might be interested in the programs talking to the kids? Bring them by.
Open challenge to any person that knows that they're coming. If you can bring someone else, first of all, the food's awesome. Second of all, it'll blow their mind at the changes within the CTE family. Notice how we don't say Votech anymore, everybody.
Nope.
Votech is jean jackets and mullets, smoking Marlboro Reds. Listen, I lived it as a kid in the 80s.
We don't have that anymore.
I did not smoke Marlboro Reds. I want to be very transparent.
No.
We don't have that anymore.
No.
It just couldn't survive. It wasn't sustainable.
Yeah.
So the reality is we're offering career-minded programs that are taught by people that are passionate from the industry.
Summer camps. Speaking of the early bird getting the worm, right?
No-brainer.
Just to make a segue for you here. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students come to these summer camps with us. We run two-week sessions in the summer. A lot of them cover the programs that we offer, right? So there might be an automotive camp. There might be a cosmetology camp, a baking camp.
My daughters took the baking camp. Loved it.
Yes. So keep checking our website. That information is going to be up very, very soon with specific dates. What do you think that costs? 2 weeks of a camp where you're coming in here, you're getting your hands dirty, you're actually learning something and having fun.
Well, first
for a middle school kid,
all day, half day. What's the hours?
You have kids that age, right? 8:30 in the morning to 11:30. Dave, what would you pay to get those kids out of the house for 3 hours, 8:30 to 11:30
for 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks,
It's got to be for real number, anywhere from $300 to $500. Half day, 2 weeks, $300 to $500.
$75.
Come on, dude.
I'm not lying. I'm not making this
Taught
up.
by a trained teacher.
Somebody
who's certified,
one
background
of
check.
our teachers. Yes, they're safe, background check, the whole 9 yards. And they're going to get a nice taste of this stuff early on in life. Maybe they'll do it for 2 weeks and say, yeah, it was fun, it's not for me. They might ignite a passion, like you like to say. They might discover that passion. And
Wait a minute. So mom can have some sanity, dad can have some sanity, depending on who's home with the kids, or but maybe mom and dad are both working. Oh, you mean they're not going to play Fortnite for 5 hours nonstop?
That's right.
Really?
There will at least be a 3-hour break in the Fortnite or the
Instagram, the Instagram madness,
the television, the phone. It all gets put away, and you come in here and you learn something. You do something with your hands.
From a professional teacher. From
a professional, certified teacher who has been.
And the programs are fun. Like, we're not grinding. They're not copying like notes out of a notebook.
No. It's fun. They just get up and they do stuff. It's hands-on. It's a great time.
No brainer.
On that note, Mr. Nash, speaking of discovering our passion and unlocking our future, I want to invite everybody to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have accounts on all of those things. Look at our YouTube channel. New videos going up there from the students all the time.
Love it.
What else? The MCTS experience. Share this podcast with a friend. Tell a friend about it. Give it a listen. And
plus, we just to tie it all, connect it all together.
Yeah.
Here's the neat part: when ShareTime students, when Academy students come in to MCTS, Mercer County Technical Schools, they're also getting involved in Skills USA. We just finished our local Skills USA contest, which means guys and girls that come to school here get to compete, just like life. Life's a competition. Hey, you want the promotion? You're going at it for other people. So in the programs of study, there are contests that are held on a local level, and then the winner of that moves to states, and the winner from that moves to nationals. We consistently have students place at the national level. In fact, last summer we had I know for a fact we had 9 students go to nationals, competing all different types of contests. So we just had our local runoff.
4 students from Horticulture Turf Care Management, second in the nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
True story. And everybody's like, oh, wow, they in the horticulture, in a college level project where they created a 3-person presentation, 6 to 8 minutes long, in which they partnered with a community partner. They empowered themselves with a cranberry farm down in Chatsworth, New Jersey. Went there, toured it, comprised a brochure, and created a 4 to 8 minute presentation. And they were second in the nation. So, again, you want to hear non-jean jacket mullet? Let's go into Time Machine, because I guarantee a kid from 1981 couldn't have done that.
This is not your father's
No.
VOTEC.
Oh, don't say it. It makes my skin.
Career Technical Education.
CTE, Career Tech Ed.
Career. With that, I want to thank you all for joining us. And go to the website, mcts.edu. Check it all out. Until then, on behalf of myself, Mr. Orff, the great Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, and my partner, the legendary Dave Nash, I invite you to discover your passion
And unlock your future.